As I've always mained Titans, I've definitely been used to rocking the old Dunemarchers for everything. That increased speed, slide, and ridiculous chain melee that goes through walls has been such a joy to use for both PvP and PvE, and still is the go-to exotic for many Titans. Well, that or the one-eyed mask. Well, for Beyond Light, our meta is very different from any we've experienced before. It's not that gunplay isn't important, but it's less important than good positioning and ability use. And if you haven't had a chance to use stasis abilities in Crucible, you are in for a wild ride. The ability to freeze targets is absolutely devastating, and I mean, you can freeze supers. It's insane. Well, today I'm going to pitch you to try out the Heart of Inmost Light chest exotic because it's going to make you a more effective PvP player in the current meta. The armor perk is called Overflowing Light. Using an ability, grenade, melee, or barricade empowers the other two abilities. Empowered means abilities have faster regen, melees and grenades do more damage, and barricades have more hit points. This is the exotic to use if you're going to play as a Stasis Class Titan. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. This exotic is going to cut down your cooldown time on all those abilities significantly, up to 40 seconds in some cases. And you can pair it with other class item perks like Bomber or Distribution, further buffing your regen abilities. Alright, so I can hear you already, but Tokyo, I need the Dunemarcher speed buff. It makes the neutral game so good. Look, with the Stasis class with Cryoclasm, not only do you get an insane slide, you get a melee that lets you fly. You don't need more mobility. Now, just to demonstrate for you, I went into a controlled environment with my normal loadout. And I know, it's nothing great, but that might be the best way to show you, as I'm sure many of you already have killer loadouts where they can really maximize this thing. So here's my Titan with Dunemarchers on, and as you can see, even with the distribution and bomber mods on my class item and a good regen rate for my barricade, it still takes quite a bit of time to get my abilities back. In the current stasis meta, having those abilities back will make you much more combat effective, and I would argue will increase your KD by being able to use that cold snap grenade a lot. Just so it's clear, I am using my barricade as soon as possible to get that class item perk buff to increase my regen speed, but even so, it's taking its time. So while we wait, I did want to take a moment here to say that Dunemarchers are still so much fun to use and arguably better for the other subclasses since this cold snap nade is really what powers so much of PvP right now. I know Titan exotics are routinely broken compared to other classes, and while I agree in some ways, I really hope they never nerf Dunemarchers. They are just goofy fun, and taking them into PvE is hilarious. In some cases, you just slide around meleeing the whole time. The true Titan experience. Alright, so with that out of the way, here is my Titan with the Heart of Inmost Light on. And as you can see, I am going to regen my abilities much faster. That means more time to block corridors, more chances to get easy freeze kills with the cold snap nade, and more times to do flying anime lunge melees. And in the end, increases your chances of winning 1v1 engagements. Destiny has always made ability mastery a core part of all game modes, and this exotic in current meta just enhances that experience. I'm not saying that's necessarily a good thing, but it's how things are, and I think it's important for people to learn how to adapt, and I'll be the first to admit, I was a little uneasy to use this over Dunemarchers in comp. Like many of you, you grow comfortable and know what to expect with certain gear, but I really recommend you give this a shot. It's changed the way I approach Crucible a little more tactically. Not that I still don't love Titan aping, holding W the whole time. It still gives me a good laugh when I can do it. Now, I added some PvP gameplay from comp, and I think we were around 4500 glory just for reference, and so you can see for yourself how this might impact a real live game. Obviously, you need to be mindful of how quickly you can use your abilities to get that empowered buff, which lasts 9 seconds by the way, and you can't just spam them constantly to get that continual buff. You need to wait a second after the empowered buff ends to activate it again. There's no denying how insane Dunemarchers can be, but my argument here is that this exotic will be much more consistent with its benefits, especially if you like using your melee and grenades. I need to mention that I know a lot of folks use One-Eyed Mask, which has and continues to be a top tier exotic for PvP. One-Eyed Mask though thrives much more in a gunplay environment, and in my opinion right now it's about ability, so it's not going to thrive. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. What's your favorite Titan exotic to use for both PvP and PvE? Please hit that like and subscribe button for more Destiny 2 content in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
I just completely whiffed that shot.
Don't get him.
I'm frozen.
Oh, the sword. Take out the sword.
I ate the shit out of that guy, dude.
Oh, to our left. Oh, do you have to spam click when you're freezing, or what?
You gotta press the one. You can
This one?
go faster.
Yeah, I didn't think it was. There's one of these.
I'm missing one thing for you to get.
underneath, bro.
Underground tunnel above Nick. What is happening? What? He is actually
I'm still alive. Okay. Shit lasts for a fucking.
Oh, I'm dead.
Good.
He froze me in the wall again. Who uses wall nades?
Big brain people.
No, you shut up.
Obviously, he's bigger brain than you.
Listen.